How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody? So I want to talk about Robinhood. Let's do it. Let's talk about Robinhood. Robinhood. Trading platform Robinhood. So let's talk about it. Right. So I have a post right going around for a long time. Right. That I've been saying, do not use Robinhood. Do not use Robinhood. Do not use Robinhood. Do not use Robinhood. So now what I want to do, everybody, I want to talk about why tell people do not use Robinhood as a beginner trader. So a lot of people always say, well, hey, I'm making money on Robinhood, all this, all of that. That's great. That's amazing. Hold on one second. Let me make sure my mic is on. All right. Okay. So, hear people always saying, well, Chris, you said don't use Robinhood, use Robinhood, don't use Robinhood, don't use Robinhood as at all, right? So everybody, do not use Robinhood if you're a beginner trader. Its point is that simple. Do not use Robinhood. There we go. So do not use Robinhood as a beginner trader, everyone. And the reason why I say that is Robinhood is a great platform if you already know how to trade. If you know how to trade, or if you're investing in long-term stocks. But if you're trading options, I stick to it. Do not use Robinhood, right? And most people they feel like I'm bashing Robinhood and saying Robinhood is not. I'm talking junk about Robinhood, and they use Robinhood all the time. They make money on Robinhood. That's perfectly fine. If you make money on Robinhood, that's great. What I'm saying is this: do not use Robinhood as a beginner trader, and this is one of the reasons why. Think about it from this perspective, okay? If you're a trader, all right, one second. Okay, if you are a trader, okay, and you're a beginner trader, you've never traded before. This is the process for Robinhood. If you've never traded before, the first thing you're going to do is this. You're going to go to Robinhood because all of your friends and everybody's telling you, hey, Robinhood is beginner friendly, it's easy to use. So you're going to say, okay, I'm going to open up a Robinhood account. So you get your hard-earned money, your hard-earned paycheck that you work 2 weeks for, your bi-weekly paycheck or your 15th and 30th paycheck, whenever your source of funds come from. You're going to take that check and you're going to deposit that check, put that check into your Robinhood account. Okay. Now you've never traded before. Now, when you put that money into your account, what does Robinhood tell you to do? Hey, start trading. That's what Robinhood tells you to do. Okay. So once again, let me break it down to you. You never traded before. You're a beginner trader, never traded before. You want to learn how to trade. All of your friends and everyone is telling you, hey, Robinhood is beginner friendly because that's what Robinhood says, right? So you put your hard-earned money into the Robinhood account. And what does Robinhood tell you to do? Hey, start trading with your money. That's it. So that's equivalent to this. Watch this. If you have a kid, you have a child, and your child do not know how to drive a car, are you going to say, hey, baby, get into the car, crank it up, and start driving? I'm not going to be in the car with you. I just want you to start driving. Would you do that to your kid? Something that you love, something that you've taken care of, something that you nourished when they were sick and took care of them. Would you put them inside of that car and tell them to start driving? Absolutely not. That's exactly what you're doing when you put your money into Robinhood and start trading. You have no idea what you're doing. They say, oh, it's beginner friendly. You can buy and sell easily. Of course you can buy and sell easily, everyone. It's beginner friendly, and they don't want you to know, hey, it's not difficult to buy and sell on any platform. No platform is difficult to buy and sell. It's all easy to buy and sell. So I say if you are a beginner trader, do not use Robinhood because Robinhood does not have any type of platform that you can practice trading. Okay? Look what Holly just said. I attended a trading boot camp that told us to use Robinhood and it had us set it up. I asked about paper trading, but it was glossed over. I regret taking that course. Absolutely. Because when you start trading, everyone, you do not want to put your hard-earned money into Robinhood or into any brokerage. You want to start paper trading first. You want to learn how to trade before you start putting your real money into your account to trade with. I'm getting over a cold to y'all, so I'm gonna be coughing a lot, right? The same thing with your kid. You're gonna get in the car with your kid first. You're gonna make sure they read the manual on how to get there, or make sure they got their permit, or read the manual on how to push the gas, how to change the gears, and all of those things in the car before you let them drive. And then you're gonna get in the car with them. You're gonna put on your seatbelt, put their seatbelt on, and you're going to drive and teach them how to drive. You're gonna say, hey, turn right here, put this signal light on, slow down, pump the brakes. These are all the things that you're going to do. So why is it not important for you to do the exact same thing with your money, everybody? This is your money, your hard-earned money. You woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, drove up the highway, got out the car, walked into the building, worked for 8 hours, took a lunch break, took a 15-minute break, worked your butt off, got back in your car, drove back home. Pick the kids up from school and do the same thing over and 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 over every day. But because somebody tells you, hey, Robinhood is beginner friendly, you're going to go put your hard-earned money into Robinhood and start trading, and you don't even know what to trade. Right? That's why I use Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. Charles Schwab, you open up a brokerage with Charles Schwab, guess what, everybody? It's beginner friendly. It's easy to sell, buy and sell. I started off using Charles Schwab Thinkorswim. It was TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. So Charles Schwab is my brokerage now, and Thinkorswim is my platform. Okay? Charles Schwab is the brokerage. Thinkorswim is my platform. I don't make any money off of Thinkorswim. I don't make any money off of Charles Schwab. I'm just telling you this because this is what I use. And it's easy. It's simple to use. Very simple to use. But when you put your money into that platform, guess what? They give you $200,000 of fake money. And they say, hey, listen, go practice over here before you start to trade your real money. Go practice with this $200,000 we gave you. Go over here, make your mistakes, understand your strategy, learn how to buy and sell, all of those things. And then when you feel comfortable, you can just push one button and now you will be on the real platform. And this is the beautiful thing about it, everybody. With Thinkorswim, the paper platform is the exact same thing as the real money platform. You don't have to learn two platforms. It's the exact same thing. Everybody, I was in corporate America for 15 years in corporate America, right? One thing we understood about business when it came to business in corporate America, when you're buying technology, you want to buy technology that's going to help your company grow for years to come. Okay? So if I'm the person thinking about I want to start trading and I'm looking to grow my wealth through this platform I'm going to use, I want to make sure I'm choosing a platform that allows me to grow. Okay? It allows me to grow. All right? Robinhood does not allow you to grow because they don't give you the educational tools that you need to grow. If you don't have a paper trading platform, you're not going to grow. But then you hear people say this. This is what they say, everybody. You hear people start to say, well, hey, listen, I can go get a simulated account from somewhere else. Okay. So now you're going to trade on Robinhood, but you're going to practice from a different platform. What sense does that make? You're going to trade on Robinhood, but you're going to practice learning how to trade on a different platform. What sense does that make? Doesn't make any sense because now you have to learn how to buy and sell and how to practice on this platform and then go to Robinhood and learn how to buy and sell on that platform. No, when you're choosing technology, you want to choose something that has everything that you need, the all-in-one thing. Give me the all-in-one thing. Don't give me this. Don't make me have to plug this into this and plug this into this and plug this into this. No, I want the all-in-one. If I have everything I need right here, I'm perfectly fine. Okay? So this is why when I tell you, do not use Robinhood. If you are a beginner trader, someone like me who's been trading for a long time, I can use Robinhood. I can use it because I already know how to trade. So it's nothing for me to go over there, push some buttons and get into a trade. But why would I even go to Robinhood if I have everything I need right here? You see what I'm saying? Okay. Let me see your messages. 1 second. Schwab is definitely better overall. Absolutely. It definitely is. Chris, how important is the break even when I'm selecting my option? That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying. You're asking about the break even, right? Let me ask you this question. Tell me, what is the break even? What is the break even? And where did you see the break even at, if you don't mind? Is Thinkorswim the same as trading? You know, Thinkorswim is the platform where you can do all your technical analysis and you can buy and sell. TradingView is just a platform for technical analysis. Now, I love TradingView, so I have TradingView as well. I love it. I believe everyone, if you're a trader, you should definitely have TradingView. Absolutely. Okay? So somebody asked me about the break even, right? I'm asking the question, tell me about the break even. It was options to income with Sire Abram. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that was saying holla. Okay, gotcha. So someone, the person who asked me about the break even, okay, tell me, where did you find out and what did you hear about the break even? Below the delta on Robinhood is where I started making and where I start making profit. Below delta on Robinhood. Okay, everybody, break even. Someone please tell me what the break even part is for. If you're buying an option contract, what is the break even button for? But shouldn't it change based on the stock price, based on contract? I hear your question, right? And I'm responding like as far as this. What is the break even point for? What do you mean break even? When it comes to option contracts, this is what I'm saying. So there's when you have an option contract, everybody, there's no break even. If I get into a contract right now, I can't look on the chart and say, hey, if I get into an option contract and the stock price is 200. I can't look and say, okay, my break even is 200. No, you can't do that. Why can't you do that? Because your delta is going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. There's nowhere to go. There's no way to determine that break even because if your stock goes up to if you get into 200 mark, it goes to 220, your break even has now changed. If the stock is at 200 and it goes to 180 and you're still in it, your break even has now changed. So we're focused on a break even when it comes to trading, when break even is not even important. If I know the break even or don't know the break even, I'm totally fine. I've made $34,000 in the past 2 days and I have no idea what the break even mark is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all, everyone. Okay? It doesn't matter. What matter is making sure you understand why you're getting in, where you're getting in, why you're getting out, and where you're getting out. If you understand those things, if you understand where my stop loss should be, why my stop loss should be right here, if you understand those things, that's what makes you a trader. Not looking at a screen that says, well, my break even is right here. Oh, crap. Well, okay. But why am I even getting into this particular trade? Think about it this way. Everybody. Okay. And I'm very passionate about this, right? Because people always say, well, I'm making money on, people say, I'm making money on Robinhood. Congratulations. I never said you couldn't make money on Robinhood. And I never told you not to use Robinhood. I think Robinhood is a great platform for experienced traders, not for beginner traders. Okay. I think Robinhood is a great platform for experienced traders, not beginner traders. I would never push anybody to Robinhood if they're a beginner trader. It doesn't make sense. You don't do it. Why would you? Okay. Now, this is the next thing. Think about this. If I'm building a house, right? Say you want to build your own house. Do I buy my marble countertops or my marble floors or my hardwood floors or all of my chandeliers and all of those things first? Do I buy those things first? Or do I pick out the land? I clear the land, get my permits approved. I pick the house that I want to build on my land. I mark it out. I get my septic tank. I get all of those things together. I start putting my framing up. All of these things I do before I can get the marble countertops and the hardwood floors and all of those things. That's how you learn how to trade, everybody. You build your foundation first. You build the foundation, then you start to build the house. And once you build the house, everyone, that's when you start putting the marble countertops, the hardwood floors into the house. But when you go to Robinhood, everybody, they tell you to put your money into your account and go ahead and start trying to find some marble countertops and some hardwood floors to throw into what? Where are you going to put the marble floors and the hardwood floors into? You don't have a house. Right? And then people say, oh, well, I'm making money, Chris. I put money into Robinhood and I done make $5,000 off of it. Okay, tell me how you make the $5,000. I'll wait. Tell me how you made the $5,000. Oh, I saw somebody on YouTube told me to get in. Well, that defeats the purpose of trading, everybody. The purpose of trading is not to make the money. The purpose of trading is to learn how to make the money. Think about it this way. If I wanted to eat fish, if I wanted some fish, I could go to the store and buy fish every single day. But guess who I'm relying on? I'm relying on the store to have fish in order for me to eat. But if I learn how to fish, everybody, I can go to the water every single day, and I know for 100% fact that the fish will be in that water because God put the fish in the water. So I can cast my rod out and get my own fish, and I don't need nobody else to put the fish in the store for me. I can go get my own fish. That's why you find a platform. That's why you find a platform that's with you, that's going to allow you to learn, everyone. Because our goal is to learn how to invest. Our goal is to learn how to trade, not for someone to tell us, hey, go get into this stock and say you make $50,000. Okay, you made $50,000, but now go tell your son, go tell your daughter, go tell your family member how to make that $50,000 now. Go tell them. Go tell them how to make $50,000. What you going to tell them? Hey, go to this person's YouTube channel and watch them on YouTube, and they're going to tell you what to get into. No. What you do is you learn how to make $50,000 and you go teach your kids how to learn how to make $50,000, and they're going to teach their kids how to learn how to make $50,000. Then they're going to teach their kids and teach their kids and teach their kids how to make $50,000. And now you're actually making a change. It's a difference, everybody. So when someone tells me, hey, they're using Robinhood and they're happy with Robinhood, and I say, okay, cool, that's no problem. But then I ask them simple questions. Why did you get into this stock? That's the very first question. Why did you get into this trade where you made $5,000? And you will hear answers like this: because I saw it going up, because I saw it going down, because somebody told me something. Right then and there, that tells me every single thing I need to know. That means my conversation with them stops, because it's not going to get anywhere. I'm now arguing. I'm now having a conversation with somebody who does not get the understanding of why they're doing what they're doing. When someone says, hey, I got into this stock because I saw it going up, the conversation stops right there. Pause, freeze. We don't need to talk anymore. It's nothing else for us to talk about. Nothing at all. Because you've now told me that you do not understand why you're doing what you're doing. You're not doing what you're doing for you to make money by yourself. You're doing what you're doing to teach others how to do the exact same thing so your family will always have a stream of income coming in. That's the purpose. Majority of us right now, the majority of us that's learning how to trade right now and they're focusing on trading right now, they're doing these things right now, you're not going to see all the benefits of what your family beyond you are going to experience. God told Abraham, look this way, look that way, look this way, look this way. All of this is going to be yours. Everybody, Abraham didn't get none of that. He didn't get any of it, but his descendants got all of it. But if Abraham wouldn't have went out there and stood on faith and did what he was supposed to do, his descendants wouldn't have got any of it. But because Abraham did what he was supposed to do, his descendants got everything. Now ask yourself a question. If you're someone who's getting into trades just because you see the stock going up, or if you're someone that's getting into trades just because somebody on YouTube say get into it, about to go 10x, and you jumping into trades, and that's all you're doing, you're not Abraham, you're Lot. You're Lot, you're not Abraham. Right? So that's what I want you to understand. That's what I want you to understand. Robinhood, everyone, if you are a beginner trader, do not go and put your hard-earned money into Robinhood and start trading immediately without practice. You trade and you practice. And you practice 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 until you get it right. Because everyone, you're not just investing money for yourself. You're investing money for generations to come. And when you understand the true purpose of it, it's going to take you further than you can ever imagine. I'm not just going to give my kids, oh, the Dallas Cowboys is my favorite team. When I'm dead and gone, when my time has expired, I don't want anybody at my funeral talking about he was a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't give a damn about the Dallas Cowboys, everybody. I don't want it to be passed down that my daddy was a cowboy, I'm gonna be a cowboy. I don't care about none of that. I want my kids to understand this. My daddy, he set the tone for our family. He made sure that we understood that there's other ways in life to make money without relying on somebody else to give you a paycheck. He made sure that we invested our money and not go spend our money on something crazy. He made sure that we don't go out there and get an apartment at 19 years old and then we falling behind for the rest of our life. My dad made sure we understood how to multiply our money. And that's what I want my kids to understand, that one person plants, one person waters, and God gives the increase. But in order to get the increase, everybody, you must have some type of wisdom and understanding. You got to have it. And wisdom and understanding is not watching a YouTube video or not listening to somebody just tell you, hey, get into this stock because it's about to go 10x in a couple days. Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may not. But if you're someone that's saying, hey, somebody said this stock is about to blow. Let me look at this stock. Let me do the technical analysis. Are we at a buying opportunity? Are we at a selling opportunity? What's the fundamentals? What is it talking about? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And you do your whole analysis on it. And after you do your analysis, you say, okay, this is a good buy. That's what I be listening for when I'm talking to people. I'm listening to see what their process is. And if they're a brand new trader, if they say, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I heard somebody say get in, so I got in. That's different than someone saying, yep, I got in because such and such told me to get in, and boom, I made money, let's go. No, I want to hear the person saying, hey, listen, I got into this trade, I made money off of it, but I have no idea what I'm doing. That's somebody that, I can have a conversation with that person because they've already stated, I have no idea what I'm doing. I got lucky and made money. Okay? Let me see. Let's see. Any questions? Yes, love the facts. Breath of fresh air. Absolutely, Miss Hop. She said, "Praise God." I didn't put any money into Robinhood. Kept getting a check in my spirit. Not too. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely, I love it. Like, and the thing about it is this: uh, if it was me, right? If I had a brokerage, and I know I had a lot of people, a lot of younger people. You think about it, do your research. Look at the demographics that go to Robinhood. A lot of younger people go to Robinhood. Everybody, you will not hear not one financial advisor, not anyone that managed money tell their client to go to Robinhood. You will never hear it. Never hear it. Now, like I said, Robinhood is not a bad company. I'm not saying Robinhood is a bad company. I'm just telling you, for a beginner trader, Robinhood does not have the tools that you need to be able to learn the skill set. Now, if you're someone that's saying, hey, only thing I want to do is let somebody tell me what to get into, I'm gonna trust that person, and I'm just gonna get into whatever somebody tell me to get into. If that's you, by all means, go use Robinhood. By all means, go use Robinhood. Go rely on somebody else to tell you what to get into. But if you're someone saying, "Hey, I want to learn this skill set. I want to actually learn how to trade. I want to learn how to invest. I want to learn how to buy stocks, buy options, do futures," Robinhood is not for you. Go find you another platform that will allow you to learn the skill set. I'm not telling you to go get a Thinkorswim or Charles Schwab. That's what I have. That's what I suggest. But listen, go do your own homework. Go do your own research. Find the one that fits you, the one that you like. Okay. But make sure whichever one you choose, they have a paper trading account. Because someone that has a paper trading account, a paper trading platform, it shows they actually care about their client. It shows they care about their client. That's like that's like you buying a product and that product comes to your house and you put the product together and it doesn't work and there's no customer support. I just trade options, Miss Holly. I trade options. Okay. And there's no customer support. What am I supposed what am I supposed to do? Right? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I didn't even know I had these messages on YouTube. Let me see. I know what Delta, but I paid no, I'm giving it up for free. Ask me 1 second. I'm trying to see. Someone says, "Hey Chris, I learned how to pick and build my portfolio in Robinhood. I don't really trade. I buy and hold." Absolutely, Miss. Absolutely, Pearl Thomas. That's why I said if you're buying stock for the long term, by all means, use Robinhood. Literally, because you're not trading. You're buying and holding. So buy it and let it sit there. Absolutely. Hey Chris, what Delta do you recommend for day trades? It all depends. So for me, I'm someone that likes a 100 Delta. I love a 100 Delta because I trade SPX. So if SPX goes up $10, $10, I make 1,000 roughly. Okay. Even well, more so right now when I'm day trading, I probably get like a 200 to 300 Delta, right? So if SPX goes up $10, I'm making about $3,000 on average. Okay, so that's what I like. But that's the thing about paper trading. When you're paper trading, you can actually go into the system and find out, okay, what strike price works best for me. What when the market is moving and I got a 50-cent strike price, this is how the market moves. And this is how much money I made. When I have a one strike price, this is how much money I made. If I got a 25-cent strike, I'm not strike price, but delta, this is how much money is made, and this is how it's moving. So that's what paper trading is good for. I see a friend trade and his trade is not in the money, so he can't sell the option. How would I avoid something like that? And yes, 90-day contract. Whoa, 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 whoa. Great. Look at this here. This is the question. I have a friend. I see a friend's trade, and his trade is not in the money, so he can't sell options. How would I avoid? Watch this, everybody. Perfect. Take a look at my screen right quick. If you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. If you're on 1 second. Where's my thing? This one. Let me pull this up for you all right quick. So everybody, this is something that people always say, right? I don't understand it. This is a great thing that you just said. Why can I pull this up? Think it's up. Come up. Where are you? Show all. 1 second. So right now, everybody, I'm in a trade. and my trade is out the money. I'm up $31,000 on this particular trade, right? About to show you all in a minute. I'm gonna share it on my screen. As soon as I can get into my, I think it's one. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Let me share my screen right quick. Okay, and my trade is out the money. I do not buy in the money contracts, everybody. I do not do it. Okay, nothing wrong with buying in the money contracts, but I personally don't do it. Take a look right here. Max. All right, take a look right here, everybody. So right here, you all can see that I'm going to IBM right quick. On IBM, if you look down here at the bottom of my screen, look down here at the bottom of my screen. I'm up $31,000, $31,986.76. Okay, if you look at my screen on YouTube, you can see that right there. Okay, today I made $4,600 off of it. All right, look at this strike price, everybody. I'm in a September 18th call, 350 call. The stock is currently at 329. So right now, everybody, I'm out the money. Look at this. I bought out the money. Look right here. The purple on Thinkorswim is in the money. The black is out the money. So I'm right here out the money, and I'm up $31,000. If I wanted to sell tomorrow, I could sell tomorrow. So when you ask the question, when you say that he's out the money so he can't sell, you can sell whenever you want to. This is what I'm saying about people. This is what I'm saying, everybody. Your friend does not understand trading because your friend is in a position that they can get out whenever you want to. You do not have to sell in the money, everybody. I'm up $31,000. I could sell right now and take my profit and never be in the money to sell. Okay, you can look up to the top left, everybody. This is a real account, connected, real-time data. Right now, June 2nd, and the time is running. This is the count that I have up right now. So this is real. There's no paper trading or fake money. The thing, what I'm telling you, everybody, is this: that person, whoever that person is, MLW 619, they can get out that contract whenever they want to. Okay, whenever they want to. Okay, whenever they want to. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. And sorry for the let me see. If you are live on YouTube, yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now. I am. I'm live on YouTube at the same time. What's up, Tomas? How you doing, brother? Do you try? I didn't do that. Yep, I'm live on YouTube too, everybody. But yeah, so everybody, that's what I really want you all to understand. I want you all to understand this. Like, I really want you all to understand that learning is very important. I see some questions on YouTube. Let me go through these questions on YouTube right quick. What depth do you recommend? I already answered that question. Is option trading hours changing July 13th? July 13th. I think that they're doing I think July 13th is the rule that the three trades in 24-hour rule is changing. I want to say majority of I don't think you can be able to trade after still between 9:30 and 4. But I don't know. I need to look at that, Mr. Opinion. I need to look at that. If you see something, let me know. I think you in the program too, so you can send me a message, let me know. What depth do you remember? Trinay, when is the next class? So I have a free class tomorrow, actually. So tomorrow I'm having a free class. You can look at like in one of my descriptions on my videos and get the link for it. You can just go to my Instagram and type in webinar and I DM you the link. So I'm having a free class on Wednesday, tomorrow. What delta do you recommend for day trades? Chris is an honest teacher, changed my trading experience. I love it, bro. All praise to the Most High. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Somebody keeps saying, what delta do you recommend? No problem. What platform you like to use, Chris? I use Charles Schwab as my brokerage, and Thinkorswim is my platform that I use. Oh, no problem. They say, dude, so my 397 course coulda, shoulda, woulda told me that. Glad I found you sooner rather than later, Chris. Thanks for sharing the wisdom. Oh, all praise to the Most High, brother. Uh, that's what's up, Tomas. So if you enter out the money with a high premium, does that necessarily mean your profits is going to be larger? Absolutely not. Everybody, matter of fact, can I show you all something? Listen, I'm about to show y'all something, okay? If you're on Instagram, you might want to come to YouTube right quick because I'm about to show you all something. I'm finna show you all a game changer, okay? Online class. Yep, online. Boom, 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 boom. So if you enter out the money with a high premium, does that necessarily? Watch this, everybody. Watch this. Let's go. So let's take a look at this right quick. Let me show you something. This is how I trade. Let me show you something right quick. Here we go. Watch very, very closely. There we go. Okay. Watch this, everybody. I want to show y'all something. Let's go right here. Let's go right here to let's choose Apple. Let's go to Apple. That'd be easy to do. Let's do Apple. Okay. So if we go here to Apple, everybody, watch this. We go to Apple and say, for example, you see this, I'm gonna do at the money and out the money. I'm gonna show you how I trade. Okay. You see this 50-cent delta right here, everybody? See this 50-cent delta? This is a 50-cent delta. Okay, 50-cent delta. All right. Now, what I want you to see is this. I have this 50-cent delta right here. Okay. If I buy one contract, everybody, one contract, I click this button and I go right here and buy one contract. Look how much money I'm spending. I'm spending $480. Okay. $480 for that one contract. Okay. So one contract, a 50-cent delta. That's at the money. Okay, it's at the money, almost close to in the money. I'm spending $480. Okay, now watch this. Right? Instead of buying this 50-cent delta, what if I go down here and buy this 11-cent delta? And say I buy, let's say I buy 4 of these 11-cent deltas. What would that give me? If I get 4 of them, what would I have? Like what, 40, 44, 45, 46 delta? Okay, I'm buying 4 of them. All right. And look how much money I'm going to spend, everybody. About 4 contracts. I'm going to spend $286 for the exact same delta almost. So I got a 50-cent delta and I got like a 47-cent delta, 46-cent delta, something of that nature. Okay. Well, 45-cent delta. And I'm spending almost $200 less than that one contract that's closer to in the money. Okay. So I'm saving $200. I'm going to make the same or more money, everybody. Listen to me. I'm going to make the same amount of money or more money. And I spent less money. Okay. Let me show it to you one more time. Let me break it down to you because somebody's probably saying, Chris, how are you going to make the same money or less money? XYZ, XYZ. Watch this, everybody. Let's go back to 2024. Back to 2024. I'm on demand trading now. So on-demand trading, everybody, is where you can go back and practice on any day that you want to practice on. Okay? So let's do this. Let's go back to January 2024, and I'm going to buy NVIDIA. I want to show you all something. Watch very closely, everybody. Very closely. Let's see. If you're on Instagram, you may want to come over to my YouTube channel. And if you're on here right now on YouTube, if you don't subscribe, haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, watch this. So everybody, I'm about to get into a position. Let's say, for example, I'm going to buy out to June 21st, 2024. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to buy in the money. All right, I'm going to buy in the money contract. All right, I'm going to buy this 59-cent delta. Okay, a 59-cent delta. I'm going to buy one contract, okay? One contract, all right? Look how much money I'm going to spend. I'm going to spend $6,145, okay? I'm going to spend $6,145 on this one contract, okay? That's in the money, all right? Hit send, boom, all right? That's a 59-cent delta. Now, what is your delta, everybody? This is what your delta is. Your delta tells you how much money you're going to make per dollar made. Okay. So if I have a 59-cent delta and it goes up $10, I'm going to make roughly around $590. Okay. Now, how I do it, everybody, I will go down here and I will build my own delta. I will make a 60-cent delta. Instead of buying a 60-cent delta, I'm going to make a 60-cent delta, okay? So I'm going to come down here. Say, for example, I come down here. I'm going to just take a random one. Just for easy math. I'm going to take this one right here, a 10-cent delta. I'm going to buy 6 of them. That'll give me a 60-cent delta, okay? I'm going to buy 6 contracts, all right? Do it at a market price. And I'm spending $3,345 every one. $3,345. You all see it right here. Now, that previous contract I just purchased, I paid $6,100 for one contract that was in the money. Had a 60-cent delta. Now I'm building my own 60-cent delta, right? I bought 6 10-cent contracts, okay? And I'm only spending $3,300 for it, all right? I'm going to hit send. Now I'm in both of these contracts, everybody, okay? So look down here. Look down here where my mouse is at. Hopefully you all can see it. Look down here where my mouse is at, where I'm highlighted at right here. So I have one contract that expires June 21st. I have 171 days on it. The price was $61. So I have a 58-cent delta right now, okay? So I spent $6,100 for it. Right here, I have June 21st call option. I have 6 contracts. I spent $3,300 for it, and I have a 59-cent delta, okay? Now watch this, everybody. Let's fast forward 2 months to March. Let's go to March 8th, and let's see something. Watch how the money change, everybody. And let's see which one makes the most money. The one that you paid $6,000 for or the one that you paid $3,000 for. Let's see which one makes the most money. Look down here. You're going to see a huge change that happened down here in a moment. Okay? Stop, pause, freeze for a second, everybody. Look down here. The one that you paid $6,000 for, everybody, the one with one contract, $61 trade price, you made $36,000. Congratulations. I'm happy with $36,000. I'm not mad at $36,000, right? Okay? I'm not mad at it. But take a look at the one down here that you paid $3,300 for. You risked less money. You paid half, basically, you got half off. You got 6 contracts. Your delta now is $476. And look how much money you made, everybody. You made $124,000, everybody. $124,000, everyone. Hold on. Stop, pause, freeze. What in the world is going on? So, Chris, you're telling me I bought an in-the-money contract. I paid $6,100 for this in-the-money contract. And 2 months later, I made $36,000. But you're telling me, Chris, the one that I bought out the money, I bought 6 contracts, had the exact same delta, a 60-cent delta. I made $125,000. Absolutely. Chris, why is that? How is that possible, Chris? This is why it's possible, everybody. Look at this. When I bought this one contract, everyone, for $6,000, it had a 60-cent delta. Now that delta is a 95-cent delta because it went up. But everybody, each contract can only go to a 100 delta. It cannot exceed a 100 delta. Each contract has a cap of a 100 delta, okay? But when I came down here and I built my own delta, I bought 6 contracts, right? And each contract can go where? To a 100 delta. So my max delta could be a 600 delta, everyone. So when you buy more contracts at a cheaper price, when you build your own delta, you can make money if the stock continues to go in the direction it's supposed, more money if it goes in the direction you want it to go. Why? Because I bought 6 contracts and each contract can go to a 100 delta. So if each contract can go to a 100 delta, that caps my delta out at a 600. But if I buy one contract, that one contract will be capped out at a what? A 100 delta. Everybody, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Put a one in the chat. I want to make sure y'all understand what I just said. Put a one in the chat that makes sense. Put a one in the depth if that makes sense. Put a one in the chat that makes sense, everybody. I want to make sure that makes sense. And what I'm saying, everybody, is this. When you build your own house, everybody, and let's break it down. Let's close it like this. When you go to an existing neighborhood, right? And you go to that existing neighborhood and say, hey, I want to buy a home from you. And you let their builder build the home, what happens? What happens when you let their builder build the home? They're going to charge you the highest price and take all of the equity out the house. Take all the equity out the house. But if you go and say, hey, I'm going to build my own house, I'm going to be the contractor. Guess what, everybody? You're going to build the house at a cheaper price and you're going to have all of the equity, everyone. That's what we're doing when we're buying out the money contracts. When we're buying out the money contracts, we're building our own house. We don't need anybody to build our house for us. I can build my own house at a cheaper price. At a cheaper price. And then when you're in that trade and it goes in the direction you want it to go, everybody, you see the evidence. The one who spent $6,000 made $35,000. The one that spent $3,000 made $125,000. Which one you want to do? which one you want to roll with, right? So these are the things I tell you, and these are the things that I want you to understand. Like, learn the skill set. Oh, absolutely. It's like that was Mr. Opinion. You already know this. That was just, that's just something. That's something that you just learn. You learn first. That's one of the first things we kind of teach you when you're buying. What are you actually looking at when you're buying? Why are you choosing this? Why are you choosing this particular contract? Why are you choosing this strike price? Why are you using this delta, right? We do different things. We show you all that stuff, right? That's something that you should learn immediately, right? But if you go to Robinhood, everybody, let me ask you a question. If you went to Robinhood and started to trade, would you have ever known any of that? Would you have ever known any of that? What's going on, Alan? How you doing, brother? Would you have known any of that? Absolutely not. This is why I tell you once again, learn, grow, learn how to fish yourself, and don't just rely on somebody else to give you a fish. Okay? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. Y'all got any other questions before I head out of here? I wasn't even planning on driving. I just planned on talking about Robinhood, but somebody asked a question about the delta and the premium. I wanted to make sure I answer that question for you. And when I answer a question about it, I like to go detail. Here's the link. Let me give you the link. Trinae. 1 second. Here's the link, everybody. If you want, I have a free class tomorrow. So if you want to be a part of the free class, 1 second. Where is it? I thought I had the link. Maybe not. If you want, you can also go to my you can also go to my I don't know where the free link is. I thought I had it. I don't know where it's at now. I can't find it. But you can go to my YouTube or my Instagram, just type in webinar and I'll send it to you as well. So it's somewhere in there. But that's definitely Jim. So back to the Robinhood thing, everybody. Like I was saying with Robinhood, just I'm not bashing Robinhood by no means. I think Robinhood is a great platform for experienced traders. That's all I'm saying. For experienced traders, it's a great platform. So if you are an experienced trader, by all means, okay. If you want to use it, use it. But if you're a new trader, I would highly recommend you you use a different platform. Highly recommend. Here you go. I got the link right here. Here we go. Any other questions? I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't even realize it's 11:32 at night. What are you all doing up at 11:32 at night? Why y'all not in the bed asleep, getting ready for tomorrow? All right. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. All right. Here is the link right here. If you want to be a part of the free class tomorrow, here's the link. I just put in the chat. Tomorrow's not is the webinar the same you do for beginners? I've done that one, but I work tomorrow. Yeah, so if you've already done that, that's the beginner one. If Mr. G, if you want to go deeper, it's the 5-day mastermind is coming up in June. I think it's June 22nd through June 24th. All right, Miss Holly, you have a good one. Let's see. Yep, and this is the thing about everybody. So when I want you to understand when the free class, it's an introduction, and the reason why I do the free class, everybody, is because I want you, for anyone that's interested in learning, I want you to see if I'm the right teacher for you. Okay, I want you to understand if I'm the right teacher for you, because if the way that I teach, if you don't like my teaching style, I don't want you to invest anything if you don't like my teaching style. But if you do like my teaching style, that's the whole purpose of the free class, right? And then if you like my teaching style over that 5-day period, that's when we go a lot deeper and go into all of that and go into everything a lot deeper. But yeah, that's kind of how we do it. But any other questions before I get out of here, right? Any other questions before we get out of here? I did not know it was 11:30 at night. Let's see. Any other questions? Okay, so with that being said, everybody, last thing I say is this. Now, unless somebody want to come on, if somebody want to come on with me right now and do they want me to break down their trading. If you want to come on and join me, you can actually come on and join if you want me to, right? What's going on, Mr. Pickram? What's going on, Billy? So what I do is this. I'm gonna leave the floor open for one person. If you want to jump on right now and want me to break down your current trading strategy and kind of give you some tips on how you can improve your trading strategy right now. If you want to come on live with me right now, you absolutely can on YouTube. If you want to, just put a 1 in the chat. Matter of fact, what I do is this. I do this for like 5. I would give an opportunity for somebody for like 5 minutes. So I'm going to put this link in the chat right now on YouTube. And if you're someone that say, hey, Chris, I want to jump on right quick and ask you some questions about trading, feel free to click that link and jump on in. And I will let you in and we can kind of have a quick conversation. We can call this a midnight conversation, right? So if you want to jump on. It don't matter if your hair not done, if you're a lady, if you're a brother, if your wave's not spinning, it's okay. Just jump on. We can break down your trading if anybody wants to do so. If not, it's cool as well. Okay. But so the link is right there in the chat if you want to jump on. Now that's on YouTube, not on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, you want to do it, you gotta jump over to my YouTube channel. Okay. My YouTube channel, you can just search Chris at Chris, I think go to options, but it's options 101. Chris Jackson, options 101. But yes, so back to the Robinhood right quick, right? So with the Robinhood, once again, new traders, I would tell you my recommendation, but you can choose whichever one you want to. I would say use Charles Schwab as your brokerage, right? And Thinkorswim as your platform. And start off paper trading, right? Start off paper trading. And when you're paper trading, everybody, trade with the amount of money that you think that you will actually use when you start trading. So say, for example, if you're going to start off with $2,000 with trading, I want you to only paper trade with $2,000. Don't paper trade with anything else, okay? Paper trade with $2,000 only. And what that would do is that would get you prepared and get you ready for when that time comes for you to start trading real money. You have already been practicing with the amount of money that you want to start with, okay? Now, the difference between paper trading and live money is totally different when it comes to the emotional state of it. As far as assume as far as learning the process and learning what buttons to push and all that stuff, that's perfectly fine, right? But when you are paper trading, you have no emotions tied to it. There's absolutely no emotions tied to it. When you're trading real money, that's when all the emotions come out, right? Because this is your hard-earned money. Your stomach goes in knots. Your hands start sweating, and it's an uncomfortable, exciting feeling while you're in that trade. But it's definitely a unique feeling, and it's gonna be something that you have to get used to, right? And so just get prepared for that. And but yeah, so that's how I would start off, right? And also take somebody's course. If you don't take mine, well, I don't really have a course. I have a live event, right? So take someone's course, go to someone's live event. If it's not mine, if it's somebody else's, whatever, right? It doesn't really matter whose it is. Just make sure that they can you understand their teaching style and they're going to teach you what you need to know. So do your due diligence on them, and that will definitely help you out greatly. So paper trading is just like practice. No type of profit when you're paper trading. No, so when you're paper trading, you do get to see the profit. So say for example, it's not real money though. So if I get into a trade on paper trade, I can get into that trade and it'll show, oh, you made $300, you made 500, you made 2,000, whatever it may be. Okay. What's a good starting amount? What is a good amount to start with? Would you trading with you? Would you say? Okay, so I tell everybody, at least start off with 500 to $1,000. And I'm even lately, I've been taking the number up to at least 1,000. So start off with at least $1,000 when it comes to trading. If you want to start at 5,000, you can. If you want to start at 10,000, you can. If you want to start at 20,000, you absolutely can. But at least $1,000. And this is what you got to understand, everybody. When you start off with that $1,000, do not expect to turn that $1,000 into $50,000 in 1 week. Okay, you're not going to start off in 1 week, right? You got to understand if you start off with $1,000, look for anywhere like a 10 and 20% return on your investment. So look for like $100 or $200 profit, and then start to grow your account slowly but surely, growing your account. Every day is not going to be a winning day. Some days you will lose, right? You will have wins, you will have losses, but the main thing, everybody, is this: always play defense first. Okay, so when I say play defense first, this is what I mean. When you're trading, everyone, trading is not about making money. Trading is about not losing your money. Okay. So you want to play defense at all times. I mean, have a stop loss set. I mean, if you have $1,000 in, set you a 10% stop loss. And if you lose 10%, do not continue to trade. You've lost 10 cents for the day. You're 10% for the day. You're done trading for the day. Being disciplined is very important. If you're disciplined, that's going to be a game changer. Most people that are successful traders, they're disciplined. For ones who are not successful traders, they're not disciplined. It's anybody can, if you have a good teacher, anybody can teach you how to trade. But the hardest thing for someone to do is teach you how to be disciplined, not be greedy. Uh, how much is the private 101? I don't do 101s because I know you need more than a 101. So I wouldn't even take your money like that. So I wouldn't do a 101 at all. I did your 5 day. How can I get into the mentorship? Tay Boogie, send us an email to admin@iwantknowledge.com. So send an email to admin@iwantknowledge.com, Tay. And that's where you will be able to get a 101 at, not just a random one. Great questions, everybody. Any other questions? Anybody want to jump on the screen? Once again, the link is in the chat. If anyone wants to jump on, the link is in the chat. Let's see. If anyone want me, well, Tay Boogie, if you want to do a 101 right now, we can do a 101 right now, Tay Boogie. If you want to, we can do a 101 right now for your free 101. So if you want to jump on right now, Ty Boogie, Tay Boogie, I'm saying Ty Tay. I think it might be Ty Boogie, right? Ty Boogie 100. Come on in. Would love to know also the price for a 101. Man, I wouldn't even do a 101. I mean, I wouldn't do a 101 as far as like literally charging you for a 101 because it'd probably be like $2,500 for an hour, and it's not going. And you're not going to get everything you need, right? So if you're not going to get everything you need, I wouldn't even charge you for it. Okay. Like I said, but if you want a free 101 for this next, I don't get my watch on for the next few moments while I'm on here, click that link up above, and you can jump right on, and we can have a quick 101 on the screen. What prop would you use to bring? What prop would you use for beginner paper trading, bro? Like I said, I use Thinkorswim. So that's the platform I use. They give you $200,000 of fake money. That's what I would use. Best trading platform for beginners. Uh, like I said, Robinhood, not Robinhood, Thinkorswim, and the brokerage Charles Schwab. The platform is Thinkorswim. Like I say, do not use the Robinhood. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions before we get out of here? Mr. G, let's see. Let's go to the right. Mr. G, how you doing? Is it G or G? I can't see you.
G.
Mr. G, what's going on? I can't. You sound familiar. I feel like I done seen you somewhere. I think you've been in one of the classes before, Mr. G. You been in one of the classes before?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. It's been a while.
Okay. Can you turn your camera on? Or you can't turn your camera on.
Man, let me
It's
see.
up to you, man. It's up to you.
Oh no, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just trying. I thought I had allowed it, but it's not. It's not doing it. Let me see. Uh, is that it? Nope.
No, I see like a lock.
Nah, man. Let me see. With this, so let's see. Yeah. Yeah. It's. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's just showing lock.
Interesting. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. So talk to me. What's going on, man?
Okay, like the question that I had asked you about the premiums.
Okay.
That's my. I'm really just really trying to get into the options, and
Okay.
I that's where my problem is trying to figure out what strike price I should use. That would be more beneficial to what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a whole lot of money, but I do want to make the right decisions, and I really haven't had anybody to sit me down and talk to me about which way to go.
Gotcha. So tell me what you know so far. So when you're buying so far, tell me what you understand and what you know so far.
Well, basically, to be honest, I was using Robinhood. So, but I haven't made any huge trades or nothing like that. So I just been kind of looking at the strike prices and trying to go out like not necessarily elite, but about 3 or 4 weeks.
Mhm.
And usually what my thought process was, the lower I go, well, I won't say lower, but the higher premium I go for the strike price, I was thinking that, okay, if I do that, then maybe that'll be my larger return. But then when you just showed that example earlier, about the low, going the lower route and more contracts, that's where I'm kind of confused at. So, because on Robinhood, just like you said, it doesn't really show you that information. But when I did your class the last time, I did get Thinkorswim. I am with Charles Schwab. So now I'm just trying to get into that and really, because you opened my eyes a lot just through this little session right here that I caught on to.
Absolutely.
I got a lot of learning to do.
Absolutely. This is what I want you to do, right? So when it comes to buying and selling, this is my thought process. The first thing I do is this. As soon as I go to the all product screen and I look at all of the option contracts I can choose from, the first thing I'm going to look at is my expiration date. Okay, so I want you to go to your expiration date and say, okay, what expiration do I want to get into, Mr. G? Right? I want you to ask yourself that. What expiration date do I want to get into? What does that actually mean when I say what expiration date? What that means is this. That means how far out do I want to go? Do I want to go 1 week out? Do I want to go 2 weeks out? Do I want to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks out? How far do I want to go out on this particular trade? Okay. Now, the question is, how do I know how far I want to go out? Right? We can say I want to go out 2 weeks. Why do you want to go out 2 weeks? You say I want to go out 4 weeks. Why do I want to go out 4 weeks? Okay. So what I do, everyone, is this. When I'm thinking about a swing trade, okay, I look at the 1 hour time frame. All right. If I look at that 1 hour time frame and I see a potential position or a buying opportunity on that 1 hour time frame, I'm going at least 1 to 2 months out on off of the 1 hour time frame. Okay. At least 1 or 2 months out, normally even farther than that. Okay. Why do I do that? Everyone, I believe that time is one of the most valuable things in life. The exact same way that time is valuable in life, time is valuable in the stock market as well. The more time you give yourself or give that stock, the time and the room and the space to do what it needs to do to go the direction you want it to go, the higher chance you have of making money. Okay? If I if I go and buy a 1-week contract, I literally have 5 days for that contract to do what it needs to do.
Right. Yep.
But if I buy exactly, if I buy out 2 months, I have 60 days for that contract to do what it needs to do. Which one is more? Which one would you rather have? 5 days? Think about this. If you had to find a lung before you died, right? Would you rather have 5 days to find that lung or 60 days to find that lung?
Definitely 60.
Definitely 60 days. So everyone, when you're buying an option contract, stop buying DTEs, stop buying 2-day expirations, stop buying 1 weeks, stop buying 2 weeks, stop buying 3 weeks. Everybody, buy 2 to 3 months out on every single contract. That's the first.
Now that's actually what my plan was, because I'm not trying to do a trade because I don't have time to do that. I want to make a trade that I can see over time.
Absolutely.
What's this going to do, so I know if I need to get out, get in, or whatever. Stay in. Because, like I said, this is I dibbled and dabbled last year. I lost about $2,000-$3,000. Say, okay, I need to sit myself down and learn this. And because I didn't even know you were on tonight, I just happened to come by. I stopped. I said, man, because the time I came in, that's when you were just getting through with the Robinhood and going into everything else. Right at the tail end, I gotta stick with this. I gotta learn this.
Yep.
I gotta learn this. Because it threw away everything that I was thinking. It changed everything that I was thinking when you said just some of those certain things.
Yes, sir. I love it. Now this thing about it. Let me walk you through the rest. That's just the first part. Let's walk through the rest of it. Let me take you through the step by step. So now, when you select which expiration date you want, now you come to the option chain. All right? Now, when you get to the option chain, now you have to ask yourself, the first thing I ask myself is not what strike price I'm going to select, not if I'm going to be in the money or out the money. I ask myself, what delta do I want? What delta do I want to trade with? So do I want to have a 50-cent delta? Do I want to have a 75-cent delta? Do I want to have a 100 delta? Do I want to have a 300, 400, 500 delta? What delta do I want to have? Okay. So say, for example, I want to have a 50-cent delta. Okay. So I know already immediately what I'm going to do is I'm not going to buy the contract that has a 150-cent delta. I'm going to go down and build my delta like I just showed you all. So I might buy 5 10-cent deltas, or I might buy 3 15-cent deltas, right? Or I might buy 3 20-cent deltas to give me a 60-cent delta, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out the money. I'm going to build my delta up. All right? So say, for example, I want a 60-cent delta. I may go and buy 3 20-cent deltas. It's going to be for a cheaper price, okay? And I got 3 contracts. So if it goes my direction, I'm going to eventually make more money, okay? So once I select my delta, the next thing I'm looking at is looking at my volume and my open interest. Okay? My volume and my open interest. What's my volume? I want above average volume. When I look at my open interest, I want above average open interest. So those are the 3 main things I'm looking for. Delta, volume, open interest. Okay? Now, this is the thing about it. A lot of people throw in the theta. Personally, I don't focus on the theta. The reason why I don't focus on the theta is because theta is all about time decay, okay? But when I'm buying my expiration date, I'm buying farther out. So I don't have to worry about time right now because I already bought the time. Since I've already bought my time, I'm not focused on the theta. You with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so those are the 3 things that I focus on. Delta, volume, open interest. May look at some volatility here and there as well, but I'm buying out time. Okay?
All right. So and that's another question. You know, I was thinking, now implied volatility, does that have a lot to do with it too?
It has
Because
something
I'm
to do with
kind
it.
of okay. All
But
right.
when you're buying farther out, right, the
Mhm.
implied volatility is not as bad. If you're safe, say for example, around the earnings season, right? And say like for example, I think who had earnings today? I forgot what company had earnings today, right? But a company had earnings today. Their implied volatility is going to be crazy. It's going to be very, very high, right? But the
Okay.
farther out you are, the lower that volatility will hurt you. Okay.
Oh, all right. Ooh, man. All right. Yeah, because I'm here's my thing. Because like you were just saying about what to start investing with. I ain't trying to tell all my business, but I just got a little lump sum of money, pretty nice, that I really want to try to,
Uh-huh.
start doing. Man, I got a 2-year-old granddaughter. I gotta get things right for my family too, man. So listening to you say all of that got me real, real, real interested
Mhm.
on trying to get that together.
Yep. And this thing about it, and I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your funds at all. But what I would tell you is this: don't invest the whole thing in the options. Buy stocks, right? Buy stocks and hold. Like if you look,
ETFs.
look at what's happening right now, right? We got the hardware sector going crazy. We got software going crazy. We got a lot of different things going crazy right now, right? So you want to buy stocks as well, and you want to invest some in options, okay? And when you're investing in options, what you want to focus on, what you want to do is you want to buy farther out contracts. Okay, you want to go three.
Right.
I mean, even and if you have a larger sum of money, go 3 to 6 months out. Everybody, when I tell you, people are so infatuated with day trading. That word is being thrown around, but what people fail to realize is you make more money when you swing trade than you do when you day trade.
Okay, right.
Okay, you make more money when you swing trade than when you day trade. But what you got to think about is this: if you're already in a swing trade, that means you're day trading every single day because you're in that trade every single day. Okay, something to think about.
Yes, sir.
That's a great question, though, man. Hopefully that helped you out as far as what you're looking for. Like you're looking for the expiration. Make sure you got the right expiration date. You're looking for next thing you know, you want to make sure you understand what delta you want. You want to make sure you understand what the volume you have above average volume and above average open interest. And those are some of the key things you're looking for when it comes to entering into a trade. And of course, you want to know about the ask price, the bid price, the spread, all that good stuff as well. Okay.
All right.
All right. Good
All
stuff, brother.
right.
Good
Yes,
stuff. Like I
sir.
say, if you
So
want go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask about you. You said something about a 5-day course or something like that,
Yep.
or
So
something that you do.
yep. So June 22nd through June 26th, we're having a 5-day class. In that 5-day class, I break down everything that you need to know. So what I broke down to you just now, we go even more in depth about it, about buying and selling, everything you need to know about trading. We go over.
And everything is on East Coast time, right?
Yes, sir. East Coast time.
What
Yep.
what time would that be?
So the classes are from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ooh,
Yep.
I might
Everything.
I might have to take vacay that week because I'll
Listen,
be in the middle of work that time.
it'll be
I'm on
well
the West
worth it.
Coast.
It'll be well
Oh,
worth it.
definitely.
Absolutely. And then the thing about it is the classes are recorded, so you do have access to the recordings as well. So if you miss a class, you can always go back and watch the recording as well.
Okay, so you have a link on. You have a link to sign up for that,
Do I have a link?
or is it if it's on your page or something? I can try to go find it or something like that. That's fine.
Let me see. I may have it right here.
And I'm gonna make sure I get this camera fixed too.
1 second. Nah, you all good, brother. It's all good. It's all good. But good stuff. I will attempt to put it in the chat in a moment. For some reason I can't find my links. I don't know why, but I'll put it in the chat for you. But you can also just send me a DM on Instagram. Actually,
Okay.
we'll make sure that you're good to go. Okay.
Okay, that's no problem, man. I'll do it like that.
All right, sounds good, brother. Listen, you have a good one, man. Great questions, and I hope they helped out some.
Yes, sir. Definitely, man. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. All right, I see. I see my brother B Lash tried to come up. What's up, B Lash? Where you at? Come talk to me. Once again, if anybody else want to jump on for a few, you all can feel free to just click that link and jump on. Let's have a conversation. Call this late night talks, right? Appreciate you taking the time off to teach. Much love from Charlotte. What's going on, Demario Livingston? What's going on? How you doing? All praise to the Most High, brother. Anybody else want to jump on as well and have a quick conversation, ask some questions? Feel free to jump on. Just hit that button I just put in the chat and feel free to jump on. Absolutely. Absolutely. How do you find out open entry? Oh, open interest. Open interest. So what you do on Thinkorswim there, let me kind of show you where you can find that. So let me share my screen right quick one more time. Yeah. So right here. So my open interest is right here. I don't know if you all can see it. No, I think my system frozen or something. Yeah, I think it's frozen. But you see it right here, open interest. The way you get to it. Am I frozen, everybody? Or are you off? Can you all hear me? Am I frozen? I think this one might be frozen. Yeah, I think this one frozen. Let's see. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I think Thinkorswim has froze on me for some reason. Or I may be frozen. The whole thing may be frozen. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I think it's Thinkorswim, though. It probably is Thinkorswim. Okay, y'all can hear me? Yeah, so it's my Thinkorswim that was frozen. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. All right. So open interest is on the active trader screen where on the option chain, and my Thinkorswim just froze them, so I don't know what's going on with it. But you can just go there and customize and add it to your screen. I do have a list of stocks we can start in our watch list. I do have a list of stocks we can start in our. Okay, cool. Hey Chris, how do you know what stocks to buy and hold? Great question. So what you want to do is your technical analysis, right? So you want to do technical analysis and fundamental analysis, right? So whenever I'm looking for longer trades to hold, like longer stocks. So it's kind of interesting. It's stocks or options, right? So if you're looking for stocks, right, you want to find stocks fundamentally that has potential to give you a great return on your investment. As far as like, okay, is this company making money? Right? Is this company making money? What are the company's 10-year plans, 5-year plans, 10-year plans? What's their goals, so on and so on. When it comes to option, what I specialize in when it comes to options, we want to see if the stock is at a buying opportunity on the daily time frame. Is it a buying opportunity? Is it a selling opportunity? Is it decision-making time? Is it a demand zone, a supply zone? We're looking for all of those things, and we make our assessment based upon the weekly time frame and the daily time frame. So we do technical analysis on the weekly time frame and the daily time frame. And if we see something, if we see a potential play off of that time frame, we may buy a 3 to 6 month contract. If I want to buy a shorter contract, I may go to the 1 hour time frame. And if I see there's a buying opportunity or a selling opportunity on the 1 hour time frame, we would probably buy anywhere from a 2 to 3 month contract. Okay. Now, just because we buy a 2 to 3 month contract or a 3 to 6 month contract, it does not mean we have to hold it for that amount of time. I can literally buy a contract for 6 months out and sell it the very next minute. Okay, so you do not have to hold it that long. What you're doing is you're buying a 3 to 6 month contract just in case it takes more time than you expected to take for it to go up. So if I buy a 6 month contract, I'm expecting the move to happen at least within a month or two. Okay, if I'm buying a 2 to 3 month contract, I'm expecting for it to happen at least in a couple of weeks. All right, so that's kind of how we break it down to find out if we should buy or hold. So we go through our stocks. For example, if you're the S&P 500, you may, if you're trading SPY, you may want to go find what's the top 10 stocks in the S&P 500. If you're trading QQQ, what's the top 10 stocks in QQQ? And what you want to do is you want to break down those 10 stocks, Find out which ones are in buying opportunities, which ones are selling opportunities. And if you want to buy a call position, you only focus on the ones that's in buying opportunities. Okay, that's kind of how we break it down. And we go a lot more in depth too, though. You get real low, then your voice comes back. I think it's my microphone. It's probably my mic. I probably get far away from the mic sometimes. Uh, what's up? Is that Rob? I hope they get on out the wilderness and find the land. That's definitely Rob. What's going on, brother? Do you want the open interest to be higher or lower? Higher. The higher the open interest, the better. You always want above average. You want above average open interest, and you want above average volume. Okay, so above average open interest and above average volume as well. Okay, above average open interest and above average volume. That's what you want. Because the more people in the contract, the better. Any other questions? Any other questions before we get out? This midnight session. Any other questions? Any other questions? And when I'm saying open interest, I'm saying open interest like ITEREST. INTEREST. Yes, interest. That type like money interest type things. Any other questions before we go ahead and close out for the night? Chris, good evening. Thank God for this wonderful mercy and grace. Correction. Do you have a list of stocks you recommend, especially for beginners? So I can give you, this is what I always tell people, right? When you first starting off, what I tell everyone to start off with, this is what I recommend. You can do whatever you want, but this is what I recommend. Start off with SPY, SPY, QQQ, and IWM. Okay, those are ETFs. So SPY is the S&P 500. It's the top 500 companies on the New York Stock Exchange. So if you invest in SPY, you get a piece of all those companies, Amazon, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Tesla. You get a piece of all of those companies that's inside of the S&P 500. Trading SPY can take you to wherever you need to go, all right? Then you have QQQ. QQQ is the NASDAQ 100, okay? It's the top 100 technology companies on the New York Stock Exchange as well, okay? And now that's your NVIDIAs and your Microsoft, Apples, all those stocks. So if you trade QQQ as well, you have a piece of all of those as well. Then IWM is the small cap sector, okay? So all of the stocks with the small caps, you can trade IWM as well. So if you're someone that's new and you're looking to get into trading, I would focus on those three starting off, okay? Focus on those three sectors starting off, right? Right now we have right now what we actually have software stocks starting to take off again. Software is going crazy. Hey Robert, do you have that list that we broke down when we was trading early this morning? Robert, if you do have that list, can you put that list in the chat for me for everybody to have it? Okay. Who do we have? What's your name? How you doing, sir? I can't really see. What's your name?
Is that B, Chris?
I see it says Keys. Your name is
Oh
Keys.
yeah, that's me.
How
Well,
you doing?
that's what they call me, my nickname. It's my whole long story. I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I can't complain, brother. Can't complain. So I can call you Mr. Keys.
Okay, absolutely. You can call me whatever you want, bro.
All right, I'll call you Mr. Keys. Talk to me how everything going. What you got for me?
Everything is good. I just wanted just to say, definitely appreciate the way that you teach people. Whoever don't if they don't have the course or the class, I don't know, like if it's just a 5 day, the mastermind. I know I had it like when you did the older version, I think,
Mm-hmm.
but you get so many jewels in there. So everybody, you gotta get that course. Trust me. I mean, I'm kind of slow to where I should be at, but I just know like once I get all the way in there, it's going to be.
I think you breaking up some, Mr. Keys.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. How about now?
Yeah, you sound good now. You sound good. Perfect.
Okay. I was on my Bluetooth. My bad. But couple questions. First, are you doing the day trading and the swing trading?
Yes, so I do both. I do swing trades, day trades. I get into my swing trades, let them sit for a while when waiting for them to do what they need to do, and then I day trade at the same time. Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, and I appreciate that breakdown you did earlier about the deltas. I was wondering about the dates too. Like, I got to remember how you see those dates for like when you're going out for a swing trade and you want to see how long the dates are when you find a buy-in price for a delta.
So when you say the dates, what you mean? Talk to what you mean by the dates. When you say, what do you mean?
So you say like you'll get a swing trade and maybe you're in it for like 3 months or however long you plan on it.
Yeah. So you're talking about the expiration dates, right? So when you go to the
Yeah.
expiration dates, as soon as you go to the all well in Thinkorswim, as soon as you go to all products, you will see the option chain and the dates will come up, right? So for me, when I'm trading, if I'm getting into a trade that I think the move is going to happen in about 2 weeks, I will go and buy a 2 to 3 month contract. Okay, so if I say, hey, I see the stock is close to a demand zone or it's in a demand zone, I will go out and buy a 2 month contract, 2 to 3 month contract, because I want to give it time to do what it needs to do, right? If I say, hey, I see the stock has fallen down so much like it did in April, well, March and February and March, it's falling all the way down. From there, I may go buy a 5 to 6 month contract because it has a long way to go back up to the top. And I want to get into that whole ride. So I might buy a 5 to 6 month contract. Now, I don't expect for it to be in that trade for 5 to 6 months. I literally expect to be in that trade probably for about uh, a month tops, something of that nature. But I'm giving myself enough time to be able to let, if it falls back down, I still have time for it to go right back up.
Okay, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Um, Also, just let everybody know, man, if y'all haven't seen his story of how he got into trading the stocks, man, y'all should definitely go check that out. I love it every time I see it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, it was all praise to the most high because I definitely did not want to go. Right? I did not want to go to the beach that weekend, but I'm glad I went. All praise to the most high, definitely. Definitely. And since if you took the older version and you want to join and you want to go come take the newer version of the class, just send me an email and I'll make sure for June 22nd through the 26th, you can jump on in and start off, pick up right where you started, and also get any updated information that we got for you. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that. Just to the I want knowledge, right?
Yep. Admin at iwontknowledge.com and we'll throw you in there so you'll be good to go.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Always good to talk to you, man. Y'all go buy that course.
Like I appreciate you, brother. All praises. Thank you, man. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Nah, I love it. I love it, man. I love when people come. Like a lot of this is what I always tell people. Listen, if you come right and you're learning, and we know life happens. Sometimes you may just have to be say, okay, I need to take a step back and focus on some things in life. XYZ. Listen, when it's time for you to come back, just let me know and we throw you right back in and get you the updated information so you can get back out there and get rolling. So that's what I love about it. Good stuff. Good stuff, Mr. Keys. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else want to jump on? I got time. I got time. I got some time. Didn't even realize it was this late, but I definitely got some time. Chris, I got on very late. I didn't know you was going live tonight. Is this being yes, it should be recorded. I believe once I end this, it should post right to my it should post right to our YouTube channel. It should be right there on our YouTube channel. So you can go back and watch. You can go back and rewatch it, Randall. Yep, you can go back and rewatch it. Yeah, I didn't plan on that. I really didn't plan on going live at all today. I just wanted to I just wanted to here's the link right here, action, motivate. I just wanted to talk about Robinhood. Wanted to talk about Robinhood. Like I see all these people's messages like I have a post going around about Robinhood and for everyone that came on late, and people just like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. This Robinhood stuff. Robinhood is great. Robinhood is this. Robinhood is that. Okay, I'm not saying Robinhood is a bad platform. I'm just saying for I just put the link in the chat. Action motive. motivate. The link is in the chat. I'm just saying for beginner traders, do not use Robinhood, and I stand on that. And I have so much proof and so much evidence that beginner traders should not be using Robinhood. Is ridiculous. Okay, so I just want a small little rant about that. But and then now I'm just answering some questions. Anybody have any questions? You just answer your questions. And if you're on Instagram, you want to jump over to my YouTube channel so you can kind of see my screen, especially if I share it. Feel free to do so. Let's see here. What expiration date should you buy for a 6-month hold? So that all depends on Edmund, whatever the current month is. So right now, if we're in June, you'll be buying a 6-month contract, so you'll be holding out to December. So it all depends on what month you're in. So right now we're in June, you'll be holding out to December. Or you'll buy December expiration date. Yep, December expiration date. Like right now, like I said, I'm doing my IBM trade. I'm currently in, I think I got to September. I have a September expiration date. I will probably exit my IBM contract probably around probably the next couple of weeks. I'll probably exit. Right now I'm in a good place. What I'm looking to see it pushed up high over the past couple of days. So I'm looking for this consolidation period. So we're gonna probably have some consolidation for a couple of days, and I'm eager to see what happens after the consolidation. Does it trend up or trend down? If it starts to trend down, I will cut my position with my profit. If it trends up, I will hold for a little bit longer. So I plan on holding it for 6 months, but I know you're talking about the debt to hold it a longer term. Edmund, I'm confused. So you said I plan on holding it for 6 months, okay? But I know you're talking about the debt until to hold it. So Edmund, if you can give me a little bit more understanding of what you're saying, give me a little bit more understanding. No problem, Mr. Opinion. Thank you, brother. I love how you've been in the chat. I love it. All praises. Edmund, if you can give me a little bit more understanding of exactly what you're saying. A little bit more of what you're saying. I definitely, so I can break that down a little bit further for you. I'm not understanding exactly what you're saying. Robinhood is a little bit too advanced for beginners without. Robinhood is definitely a little bit too I would say advanced traders, absolutely use Robinhood, but not the beginners. Absolutely not the beginners. Okay, got it. You says, but I know you're talking about the delta until to hold it out. Yes. So think about this, Mr. Edmund. If you're buying a 6-month contract, right? If you're buying a 6-month contract, go farther out the money. What stock are you buying, Edmund, Mr. Edmund? So go a little bit farther out the money. Okay. You do not have to buy in the money contracts, at the money contracts. So go look at go buy maybe like a 15 cent, 20 cent delta, whichever one you want to buy. But this is the thing about it. Mr. Edwin. What stock are you buying first so I can know what I'm about to say is going to be true or not, right? But everybody, right now, the market has already ran. The market has already went parabolic. So in my personal opinion, I believe we're already at the top of the mountaintop. Okay, we're at the top of the mountaintop right now. And there's some exhaustion signals that's coming out, that's firing off right now saying, hey, this market is getting exhausted. And when the market is getting exhausted, it means it's going to stop running and it's probably going to consolidate some or fall or backfill and fall down some. Okay, so if you're thinking about right now, this very moment, buying a 6-month contract, I'm thinking about SPY or Anthropic. Okay, so for SPY right now, in my personal opinion, okay, everybody, this is my personal opinion. Right now is not the time to buy a 6-month contract on SPY, okay? Because if you're buying a 6-month contract on SPY right now, you're literally buying in at the top, okay? You're literally buying in, all right? You're literally buying in at the top, okay? Like you're at the top of the mountaintop. It already ran. The money has already been made. Now people are about to start taking profits, okay? They're going to start taking profits and they're going to start the stock is going to start consolidating or fall down. So you trust me, you do not want to be stuck in this pullback that's going to happen whenever it happens. Okay. So the move for SPY has already happened. There's other places you can invest your money at that'll give you a better return on your investment. If you are waiting for SPY, just be patient. Wait for this next pullback to happen. SPY is going to give you a great buying opportunity sometime around the fall, I believe. Right? It's going to give you a great buying opportunity sometime around the fall. But do not. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this is my personal opinion. Do not go chasing SPY right now. Right? I call it no TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's exactly what you chase. You're going to chase those waterfalls, and it's going to fall, and you're going to be stuck in it, and you're going to lose a lot of money. Just be patient, okay? Just be patient. The move has already happened. The move happened starting on April 1st, and it went all the way back. Yep, wait for the pullback. Absolutely, wait for the pullback, and it's going to present itself. You will start seeing people saying, oh, the Dow Jones had a horrible day. You will start seeing the S&P 500 has lost XYZ billions and trillions of dollars today. You see all of those things, everybody. Those are signals like, okay, the market is falling down. A buying opportunity is coming around very soon. Okay, coming around soon. But yeah, right now, just my personal opinion, the market is extremely high. And then based on some technical analysis, I use the DeMark tools. We see some exhaustion on the daily and the weekly time frame. What do you think about this AI stocks like Anthropic? No, I love the AI stocks. AI is going crazy right now, but even with the AI hardware stocks right now, it's too high. Like they're too high. People are getting to the point now they're saying, hey, hardware is getting expensive. There's other opportunities to buy in, and software is one of the sectors that has not taken off yet, and it's in the process of starting to take off. So you're seeing a lot of money rotate out of hardware, out of technology, out of the tech stocks, and it's starting to move into the software tech stocks, that the names that have not been moving in this upward push. So I would take a look at software, do your due diligence on it, but absolutely take a look at software. And Mr. Morrison, he just in the chat. These are some of the stocks that we listed out this morning in our live trading session. He put it somewhere in the chat that his name is Morrison on here, but he put it in the chat, a list of stocks that we're looking at for the software stocks. There you go. Yep, he said which one did he put in there? FTNT. Put on the screen. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Can you all see that? I don't know if you can. The background, make it white. Maybe y'all can see. Yeah, there we go. All right. So maybe I think you all can see it on my screen. So these are some of the software stocks, everyone, that we're starting to look at. Okay, we're waiting for good buying opportunities, and we're potentially going to enter in on some of those trades. But do your research. Okay, do your research. Does that mean you should buy puts? Great question. Third Ruben, right? He said, does that mean you should buy puts? Great question. So this is how you think about it, everybody. Right now, the stock market is definitely trending up. Okay. So when the stock market is trending up, everyone, with the authority that is trending up, buying puts is very difficult. Even if the stock market starts to fall down some, buying puts are difficult. When I say difficult, this is what I mean. I would not swing trade any puts. Okay. I would not swing trade any puts when this market is actually going up, how it's going. Why is that? Because when you're swing trading puts in an upward trend, you have people buying in all the time. And when the market is trending up and the market starts to pull back some, when it pulls back, it's going right to a previous buying opportunity. And guess who's going to be sitting there, those buying opportunities? Buyers. Okay? So if you are buying puts when the market is falling down, I would day trade those puts. That means I would get in, make my money, and get out. I would not try to hold it overnight to try to squeeze a lot of it out, because as you can see, sometimes when the market is falling down, overnight it'll bounce up. And then when the market opens up, it'll fall back down because people are buying in their contracts overnight. We're buying in the stocks overnight. Okay. So once again, when the market pulls back during an upward trend, swing trading puts, I personally say no. I will day trade puts. I will make my money and get out. I will not try to hold it for longer to try to squeeze more out of it. Let me get a small piece of the pot and I'm okay. Because the purpose of you buying puts is this. In that upward trend, you want to buy the puts either as a hedge or for you to build more money up to go buy longer contracts when the market goes back up. To buy more contracts when the market goes back up. Okay? So hopefully I answer your question, Mr. Ruben, Mr. Third, Ruben 52. Do not, I personally say do not go trying to swing trade puts. Okay. How deep of a pullback do you expect? Great question. So the overall pullback, I do think that if the market pulls back quite heavily, I think we could go anywhere from go to a 720 to a 700 spot. Okay. I think that 720 to 700 spot could be the sweet spot. But I definitely think we can fall down to at least to 720. Okay. So 720 could possibly be a good buying opportunity. Now, the thing about it is this. The market, we can't predict the bottom. Okay. We cannot predict the bottom, but the market will definitely give you signals. The market will give you signs that, hey, this pullback is over and done with. It's time to go back running. Okay. So think about this pullback we had when the war started. So with the Iran war, Iran and U.S. war, the market fell hard. Now, as soon as we heard a glimpse of the U.S. and Iran may be coming with a deal, the market jumped and went crazy. Okay. Now, the stock market is very important to understand how the stock market works. The stock market does not move off of the agreement. The stock market moves based off of the rumor of the agreement. Okay. So for example, we literally just came to agreement a couple of days ago and they're still bombing each other. But a couple of days ago, Iran and the US came to an agreement. But the stock market started running 8 weeks ago because the rumor about a deal came out about 8 weeks ago. And that's what pushed the market up. So the whole time the market has been running based upon a rumor. Okay. And when the agreement happens, it's already up. Okay. So that's very important to understand. Anytime, the first thing you want to identify when the market is falling down is this, everybody. When the market is falling down, you want to identify what is the catalyst that's making the market fall. Okay. A couple years ago, the catalyst making the market fall was interest rates was going to be higher. As soon as Jerome Powell came on stage and said, hey, we're going to start cutting interest rates, the whole market shot up. So if you already understood, hey, this is the catalyst why the market is falling down, then you hear the news that, hey, interest rates are possibly about to go up, the market started to go crazy. Okay? Same thing with the Iran war. We understood the catalyst to make the market fall down. The war was going on. Okay? That was the catalyst. Now, what we're listening for is we're listening to see when is this war potentially going to be over? When is a deal going to be made? Once we hear the rumor, that's enough to make this catalyst go away. Boom, the market has shot up. It happens like that clockwork every single time. So hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Rubin. And action motive. Hopefully that answers your question as well. So you think we're probably at the ceiling? Absolutely. Absolutely. We got to be. If we're not at the ceiling, good geesh Louise. That means this market is relentless, right? But we can say that the war right now is not really affecting the market at all. People have basically took that out the range. Now, keep in mind, there's still potential threats from the war, because the longer the strait stays closed, the tighter things may get. Right, inflation may creep back up, but the market will show its hand soon on how they feel about that as well. So we'll see how that plays out. I get confused on the pullback. For instance, we're bullish, then I see a pullback in the 4 hour, then I assume we're bearish from a long imbalance candle. Absolutely. So Donata Gibbs, that's a great Deontay Gibbs, that's a great question. So this is the thing about it. We have to understand whenever we're bullish, whenever we're in an upward trend, we understand that an upward trend does not mean the stock is going to keep going up and away. No, we understand that this upward trend goes up, pull back, goes up, pull back, goes up, pull back. So when you see that big 4 hour red candlestick on the pullback, what you're looking for is to see, is it actually breaking any of the previous levels of support? Okay. So when the market pushed up and then it pulled back, wherever it pushed up from, you want to make sure that that candlestick does not break where it pushed up from. Okay. Hopefully that's making sense. So once again, say if we're right here and the market push up, when the market comes back down, you do not want it to break where it started to push up at. If it breaks where it started to push up at, that's a negative sign. Because if it started to push up right here, who pushed the stock up, everybody? If the stock is right here and it pushes up, who pushed the stock up? Somebody pushed the stock up. It's not magic. Somebody did it. Who is that somebody? That somebody is the buyers, everyone. So when it was right here, the buyers bought in and pushed it up. So when it pulls back, if it breaks that level where the buyers pushed it up, that means what? The buyers are no longer there. If the buyers are no longer there, where did the buyers go? So that's why it's negative. So you're always looking back to see, is it breaking the level where it started to push up from? Okay. Now, this next thing that you're looking for is this. If it started right here, if the buyer started right here and it pushed up, okay, and say this is the place where it pushed up at, when it pulls back down, if it stops and starts to push back up before it comes to this level, that tells you something. It tells you the buyers are buying in at a higher price. If the buyers are buying in at a higher price, that means what? That this particular stock is it's in demand. If the stock is in demand, that means what? People are going to buy and it's going to keep going up, 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 up because that stock is in demand. Think about if you went to a grocery store. Okay? You went to the grocery store. On Monday, the bread was $5. So you bought the bread for $5. Then on Tuesday, you went back to the grocery store and that same loaf of bread was $10 and you bought it for $10. You just bought the same loaf of bread and you paid $5 more. If you're willing to pay $5 more for that same piece of bread the very next day, what does that mean? That means that this bread must be in demand. And if you're willing to pay double for it, that means a lot of people either buying this or there's some type of storm coming or something, but this bread is in demand. If that bread is in demand, people can keep going buying it at a higher price. Same thing with the stock price. If you bought the stock price at 200, it shot to 215 and fell back to 205, and then people bought in at 205 and it shot to 220. If people are buying in at 205, everybody, that means that's a great opportunity for you to buy in as well because people have made their mind up to say, hey, listen, I'm willing to pay more for this stock today than I paid for it yesterday. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense, Mr. Gibbs. All right. What do we have next? How do you see the incorporating of AI with trading? Do you see AI also as a valuable source to assist in predicting option trades? We can't get around AI. AI is here to stay. Okay, so AI is here to stay. So there are definitely ways. I got a friend of mine that he actually talked to he talked to Chat about his trades. He's built Chat GPT up for it to be able to tell him certain things about, okay, this is a resistance level, this is a support level, and so on and so on. So I think AI is going to be good for trading. It's just based upon how you utilize it. I definitely think it'd be good for trading. You want to see the trend change confirmed. Absolutely, Action Motive. Absolutely. Does Schwab allow you to buy partials like Robinhood? I do not think so. I do not think you can buy partials on Schwab. Always wait for confirmation. Absolutely. Where are they? Absolutely, Ty. Absolutely. Buyers, demand zone, Chat. Do you trade in NVIDIA? Yes, I do trade in NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Yes, I do trade in NVIDIA. Absolutely. NVIDIA operates in spurts, right? So you will see NVIDIA take off and it'll run for a while, but then it'll give you spurts of just consolidation. Like it's just sitting there for 3 to 4 months doing absolutely nothing. And boom, it takes off in spurts again. So yep, I definitely trade NVIDIA. I believe everyone should be trading NVIDIA some sorts. NVIDIA get to 300, it'll get to 400, get to 500. NVIDIA, there's really no stopping the video. There's no stopping the video at all. The video is leading the AI race, and if you see what the video is doing, the video is taking everybody that's potentially could be threats and partner with them. Right? The video is the big dog. Great questions, everybody. Great questions. Boom, boom, boom. Any other questions? Any other questions before we get out of here? I know I've been saying we get out of here for the past hour, so any other questions? Any other questions before we get out of here? Rico, did y'all win Obo? Who won Obo, Rico? Suave, who won Obo? How do you feel about SpaceX? My honest opinion about SpaceX, I think SpaceX is going to, and I could be completely wrong, but I think SpaceX is going to disappoint. I truly think SpaceX is going to disappoint. I think SpaceX is too hyped. It's too hyped. It's too pumped right now. And I think that when the IPO comes out, I think it may disappoint. It may shoot up at first, but I think it may definitely disappoint. So definitely think it's going to be an opportunity to make a lot of money in the future. But I definitely think it's going to disappoint at the beginning. But I could be wrong, though. If I get a 2-year contract, what is a good delta for? If I get a 2-year contract, it all depends on how much money you're investing into it, right? So that's the main thing. Specifically, 2-year contract on the video. What would be a delta? Yep, whatever. It depends on how much money you want to invest. And so what you want to do is you say, how much money do I want to invest in this position? Then you go out and find the 2-year contract, and then go through the same exact thing. Look at your open interest. Look at your volume. It can be on a little low. The volume can be a little bit lower when you buy 2 years out. But look at your delta as well, right? What delta do you want to buy? So it all depends on how much money you want to spend. So look at the axe price, see how much it costs. Okay, if you see the axe price is $15 per contract, and you want to buy 2 contracts, you may go like a little smaller delta, but you have to find out how much money you want to invest first. No, you didn't. We won Obo. They trying to hold a hostage trophy. No, y'all. So you and Puerto Rico won? Right, Rico. Rico said SpaceX a $2 trillion valuation with only $18 billion in profit. Make it make sense. Absolutely. Absolutely. I was like, Chris, I am a kill after those classes with you. Hey, listen, let's make it happen. Absolutely. Just put the work in. Like this thing about everybody. What I want you to understand with options is this. If you look at options this way, don't look at it as a get rich quick scheme. Don't look at options as something that you're going to come into and just start making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars starting off. I know people on Instagram make it seem that way. I know people, you see people, flashing flashing this, that, and the third. Hey, I'm a day trader. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Everybody, they may be. I'm not going to say they're not. They may be. I don't know, right? But what I do understand is this. There's a period where you have to get to that level. So if they're at that level, it's a period that you have to actually get to that level. You're not going to start off at that level. I think a lot of people start off thinking, okay, I'm gonna jump into day trading and it's gonna be quick, fast, simple, easy. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. My whole life is going to change right before my eyes tomorrow. That's my thought process that I had when I first started trading. That's why I lost $62,000 when I first started trading, because I wanted to make $1 million the next day. But when I understood that hitting a single 4 times would get me home, that's when I realized, okay, this is what trading is about. It's not about hitting a home run every single time. It's about hitting a single, hitting a single, hitting a single, hitting a single. I scored. If you keep doing that, everybody, you will find out that by the end of the year, you will have money in your account. You will have a positive account. But if you try to hit home runs every single time, you're going to realize that you left a lot of money on the table and you probably are negative for the year. Okay? So be patient with it. Learn the skill set. Okay? It's not about who make the most trades. I'm going to be honest with you, everybody. You don't have to make a whole bunch of trades when it comes to trading. You don't have to day trade. You don't have to make a trade every single day. You don't have to make a trade every single week. You can make 2 to 3 trades a month. You can make 5 trades a month. Okay? You don't have to make a trade every single day. It's not needed. The thing about it is, the allure of the stock market, it calls your name. Okay, it literally calls your name. It becomes like, Chris, come trade. Chris, come trade. Chris, come trade. Right? But when you learn, hey, if the setup is not there, I do not have to trade. If it's not there, don't trade. If you're not feeling emotional straight that day, if you don't feel good that day, if you're feeling, tired, or you had a long night, or you just don't feel in the right mental space, don't trade. Because one of the best positions when it comes to trading is no position, because you can't lose any money. Okay? Once you understand those small things, everybody, what you're going to realize, what you're going to see happen, you're going to start seeing that you're making money. And it's consistent money. Because you realize that, hey, I don't have to do this every single day. I do not have to try to hit a home run. Let me just get on base a couple times, and I'll eventually get home. And when you keep getting on base, next thing you know, everybody, boom, that grand slam gonna come. For example, just like for me, like I said, I made $30,000 on what's today, Tuesday. On Monday, I made $30,000. That was my grand slam. That was my home run. Because before then, it's just singles. Boom, 30,000. IBM. Got an IBM. IBM went crazy. Had a swing trade on. I'm still in that swing trade. Made 30,000 off of it on Monday. Made 4,000 off of it today. So I'm about $3,100, $3,200 off of it. $32,000, $31,000 in the positive off of it right now. That was my home run hit. But after that, everybody, what do? I go back to hitting singles, go back to hit singles, and then boom, my next one will come. Tap in from an ad and you were live. LOL, definitely giving you a follow. That's what's up, Devon. The cut. That's what's up. Absolutely. Love it. Thank you for the follow. All praise to the Most High. Absolutely. Shine Self Investor. Did you ever get I know you sent us an email. Did you ever get your answer? Shine Self Investor. If you did not, send us another email, okay? Let's see. Me personally, I think Elon Musk is going to be the first trillionaire. I could be wrong. Listen, Elon, I think Elon his goal is to take the world to the Jetsons. You remember the Jetsons, everybody? I think Elon wants us to live in the Jetsons because I think Elon has a flying car as well. I don't put it past. I do not put it past Elon that he would be the first trillionaire. I mean, you got SpaceX and you got Tesla. That's crazy, right? You got Starlink, you got all this stuff, and it's everything that we need. Yeah, salute Elon. I copied the link but can't access it. Do I need to use a computer? No, just click on it. Just click on the link. Just click on the Action Motivate. Just click on it. Here you go again. If you just click on it, it should open right up for you. Let's see. My problem is I don't know when to sell, when it's up. JoJo Crip saying his problem, he don't know when to sell, when it's up. I feel you, JoJo. Listen, when that market running up, you say, listen, it's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going. And next thing you know, JoJo, you have one bad day and boom, you're like, crap, I wish I would have sold. Listen, JoJo, this is what I always tell people, right? This is what I always tell people. Say, for example, you're up 50% on the trade. I tell you, listen, if you're up 50% on the trade, set a profit-taking level, a stop loss at 40%. So you guarantee 40%. All right? You're already up 50%. Set your stop loss at 40%. If it keeps going up, you move your stop loss up as it goes up. But if it falls down, you get stopped out at 40%. Right? Congratulations. The only problem with that is this, everybody. If the market falls overnight, what happens? Your stop loss does not trigger overnight, everyone. The stop loss does not trigger overnight. So if you're in a swing trade and you have a stop loss set at that 40%, right? And then the market falls down beyond that 40% overnight, your stop loss will not trigger, and therefore you could potentially lose more. All right. So that's the scary thing about a stop loss when you are up in profit, right? And you're trying to and you want to lock in profits. If something major happened overnight where it falls down far, when it falls down a lot, you would definitely can get you definitely can lose out if it happens overnight. All right, when the market's not open. Man, you're not lying. I got my butt whooped on day trading. That's that's what took me the long term. I love it. Absolutely. You talked to us about not using a margin account. Can you explain why? Yeah, so I don't use a margin account. The reason why I do not use a margin account, everybody, because I do not want to use anybody else's money, right? With these margin account, you use that margin account and you're in trades, and next thing the whole market goes the opposite direction. Those people gonna knock at your door. Hey, time to pay up. Like, listen, the market just fell down. I'm negative. Hey, let me get my money. Pay up, pay up. So that's why I just use my own money. If I don't have my funds to trade it, I won't trade. Okay. I don't use the margin account. Where's Chad? Press the button. I know. Where's Chad? Press the button. Press the button. He already wrote 500 billion halfway there. Yeah, absolutely. Like it's I mean, Elon is definitely doing this thing. And the crazy thing about it, I remember when I was working at City Financial a long time ago, and this guy, he's like, man, you heard of those Tesla cars? I'm like, man, I don't know about no Tesla car. What you talking about? He's like, man, these Tesla cars crazy. And he showed me, I think it was a Model X, Model Y, one of those things. He showed me like on the thing. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And man, if I would have known back then, right? If I would have known back then what I know now, whew, if I would have got into Tesla when he told me, I think Tesla's probably less than $20 when he told me that a long time ago. I don't even know how. Yeah, probably less than $20. I wasn't even in the stock market then. Man, good geesh Louise. That would have been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Would have been amazing, right? It would have been amazing. But hey, you live and you learn. But now we know, all right? Now we know. So we also, everybody, think about this. Another sector to pay attention to going into the future. Quantum computing, everybody. Quantum computing is one of the sectors that's kind of hot right now. And that's one of the reasons why IBM is kind of blowing up over the past few days as well. So kind of give you some understanding of why quantum computing is going to be major and why it's blowing up right now. So this is something that you would possibly want to start investing in, but do your own research. I'm just taking my word for it. Okay, do your own research, due diligence, right? So when you think about the AI, right? When you think about AI, how AI kind of just hit, like it really hit hard in like 2020, 2021 and just exploded, right? This whole AI wave just exploded. And what happened was the U.S. was kind of caught by surprise, okay? The U.S. was caught off guard. And the next thing you know, the U.S. turned around and realized, hey, in order for AI to expand and go crazy, we need chips. And then you look around, who's making all the chips? Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM. So the U.S. is like, okay, we need AI, and we are sitting here letting Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM, make all the freaking chips. We want our chips to be made in America, XYZ. So the U.S., they kind of got caught off guard. But now what's happening, everybody, with this quantum computing wave or rave about to happen, and people are getting so excited about quantum computing, what's happening right now is the U.S. government is trying to get in front of it because they want to be the leaders of quantum computing. They want to be the head. They want to beat out every other nation. They want to be the head of this quantum computing. So what's happening right now, the U.S. government has partnered with companies and put $2 billion, I want to say $2 billion into quantum computing. Now, I didn't say they gave companies grants or they gave companies, they gave them like grants to start doing test runs and trial runs. No, the U.S. government has decided to partner with these other companies to make sure that quantum computing does what quantum computing is supposed to do. Now, you think about this. If someone gives you a grant, they're saying, okay, I'm going to possibly give you the opportunity to, explore and do some things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No harm, no foul. But if someone actually invests into it, like the government is doing, the success of your company is their success. So if you get in trouble, they in trouble. They have just as much responsibility in it as you, and as much as you want to see it succeed, they want to see it succeed. So they're going to give you your all. So when you see the U.S. government is investing in this, you're like, oh man, okay, what's going on, right? Now, when you think about this with IBM came out and said, hey, we're going to invest $10 billion into quantum computing. $10 billion into quantum computing. 10 billion. Okay. So when you see that the 10 billion is being invested from IBM, then you see that the US government is investing 2 billion into certain companies. Now you're saying, hold on, wait a minute. What's this quantum computing thing? And why is it important? What do I need to know about it? And so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay. So that's why I believe IBM will potentially, possibly be something like the NVIDIA of the AI for the quantum computing. So that's why I'm in a position right now, and probably will buy the stock as well. I think IBM is trying to you know what I'm looking for, rediscover or recreate themselves or whatever. Right? If you think about it, what's going on, Dwight? Give me 1 second, Dwight. Okay, I got you. So if you think about IBM in the early 2000s and the 99 2000, right? Think about IBM. Everywhere you went, IBM, right? And then you had like Microsoft, all these other companies come around, and then IBM kind of came afterthought. So I think now IBM is starting to classify or recreate themselves with this quantum computing, and I think they're going to be in the driver's seat for it. They're investing 10 billion in the infrastructure, so we'll see how it plays out. So do your research, everybody. Quantum computing. Look at some of the top stocks and which ones are going to be major investors and which ones are going to be needed, which stocks and which companies are going to be needed for this to be a successful, for this business to be a success. Okay. Dwight, Mr. Dwight, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
We're doing well. Can't complain. Can't complain at all. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
I was man, I thought that the link was about because my name Action Motivate in the chat,
Oh,
and I
Action
thought the
Motivate.
link was
Okay.
about. I thought the link was about the class, man, the
Oh,
5-day class. That's what I thought.
the
Yeah.
5-day class. Okay, so for the 5-day class, just send me a do you follow me on Instagram?
I follow you on YouTube.
YouTube. Do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, I got an Instagram.
Okay. On Instagram, go to my Instagram page and send me a DM, and then I can we can talk about it through in my in the DMs. And I'll send you a link through the DMs. Okay.
Okay, so your name is the same on Instagram?
It's CJack130. I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's CJack130. And I actually have there's a blue check mark beside my name. There's a lot of CJack130s on there. There's some fake people on there, right? The fake scammers on there. So if it doesn't have the blue check, it's not me. Okay.
All right, all right. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. No problem at all. All right. So yep. So absolutely. So take a look into that quantum computing. Quantum computing is going to be it's gonna be amazing, y'all. Do your research on it, but it's going to be a game changer. And IBM stated that they will be able to have everything rolling, they believe, by 2029. But that's 3 years away. That's literally 3 years away that they're saying they will be able to have everything together by 2029. So that would be very, very interesting, everybody, to see how that plays out. Okay. Very, very interesting how it plays out. Okay. All right, good stuff. Any other questions, everybody? Any other questions that you all may have? Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Anyone want to come on to the screen? If you want to, you can do that. Do you still take students? Yes, we have a free class tomorrow, and we have our 5-day mastermind coming up June 22nd through June 26th. June 22nd through June 26th. Let's see. Any other questions before we get out of here? Any other questions? All right, I think that's all we got, everybody. I think that's all we got. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. All right, everybody. Well, listen. I'm going to look into the quantum. Absolutely. Go look into that quantum. Hey, JoJo, start taking them profits, JoJo. Start taking profits. If you're on Instagram, TT Jackson, my free class is tomorrow. Just comment the word webinar right now. Comment the word webinar, and I will send the link to the free class. What do you think about Anthropic? I think Anthropic is dangerous, right? I think it's freaking amazing, and I think it's dangerous. Okay. I think Anthropic, Anthropic literally went and found vulnerabilities in vulnerabilities that had been there for 25 years, and no one else was able to find these vulnerabilities, right? Because when I used to work at Wells Fargo, I used to work with vulnerabilities, right? So we would at Wells Fargo, I would literally be one of the ones to see, okay, if there was a vulnerability that happened, I would track the vulnerability and all that stuff, see when it happens, make sure the vulnerability got patched and all that stuff. But the thing about Anthropic is this, everybody. No one told Anthropic to do it. No one at all told Anthropic to go find these vulnerabilities. Anthropic did it by itself. Hey, right. That's scary. Okay? That's literally scary that this thing said, okay, I'm just going to go do it by myself. And he did it. So the only thing I know is I need to find out where Will Smith at. Because when iRobot and all that, iRobot, the movie, Will Smith saved the world. Okay, so when Anthropic go crazy and try to take over the world, who gonna be Will Smith? All right, that's what we need to find out. Where Will gonna be? So no, if you're looking for my free class, the link for my free class is on Instagram. It's on Instagram. It is webinar, but just I can put it in the chat for the free class. I think I have this chat. Why can't I find this thing? Here we go. I got it. Here we go. All right. So if you're on YouTube with me right now, here is the link. That's the link for the free class. If you're on YouTube, just click that link right there. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm having a free class and literally going to introduce you to the stock market. Oh, no problem, Miss Betsy. No problem. All praise Him Most High. Listen, I love doing this. I love it. TT Jackson say, is it hard to understand trading? It takes time. Okay, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you it's gonna be easy. It takes time, but anything that's worth it is worth fighting for, right? So it definitely takes time, and you're gonna have to put the work in. But you can learn anything, right? You can learn. If you want to learn how to be a doctor, you go to school, you learn how to be a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, you learn how to be a lawyer. You go to school, you learn how to become a lawyer. Same thing with the stock market. If you want to be in the stock market, you go through the process, you learn how to be in the stock market. The hardest thing about the stock market, everybody, is not learning the stock market. The hardest thing about the stock market is controlling your emotions. That's the hardest thing. Do you know how much money I done gave to the stock market or given back to the stock market because I couldn't control my emotions? Right? I couldn't control. I wanted to get it all right then and there, and didn't want to be patient. I wanted to hit a home run instead of just taking that single that I have. Most people are in profits, right? Yep, I know, TT. I got you. Yep. Most people are in profit when they're trading, and then they don't sell, and then they lose it because they can't control their emotions. They can't control greed. Greed is very important in the stock market. Greed is your enemy in the stock market. If you can control your greed, being greedy, you will be successful in the market. But if you cannot control being greedy, I feel bad for you. Okay, because listen, you're coming into a world like when you're coming into a world where you open up your laptop, open up your computer, and you're in a world where there's just money being made all day, every day. From 9:30 to 4 p.m., it's just money, 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 money. That's all it is just a whole bunch of money just there. And you like, listen, I just want a piece of it. And then next thing you know, you like, listen, I want my piece, but I want my piece now. I want my piece today. And then that whole mentality of I need it right now, I need it today, that's what's going to break you. But if you come in and say, hey, listen, I'm a pinch right here, 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 I'm a pinch right here. That's how you get to where you need to get to. Okay. And it's not, and I'm not going to tell you it's easy by no means. I'm not going to say it's easy because it's not easy to control your emotions. It's not easy to control your emotions. But if you can become disciplined, right, you can become a successful trader. The market's going to give you so many opportunities to make money. That's the thing about it. The market's going to throw you and give you opportunities. Like everybody in February and March of this year, when that market was just falling down and falling down and falling down and falling down, everyone, all of the world and your friends are saying, see, that stock market is crashing, people losing all that money. But if you're a trader, you're saying, yes, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. Because as soon as you turn back up, I'm jumping in and we going to the moon. Everybody right now, the stock market has went bananas, up 8 weeks straight, 9 weeks straight. Like, it's crazy. So those opportunities happen all the time in the stock market. You just got to be prepared to be able to identify when it happens. Yep. Just type in webinar. I'm gonna DM you the link for the free class tomorrow. So, and the purpose of the free class, everybody, is for me to introduce you to it, and then I want you to be able to see my teaching style to see if my teaching style is something that you want to, that you can listen to. Absolutely, BGNT. I love. He said no boss. It's just you. It's just you in the market. Absolutely. The thing about the stock market is there's no racism in the stock market. There's no gender bias in the stock market. There's nothing but you and the market. Okay. You're not going to get looked over for a promotion because you're a woman. You're not going to get looked over for a promotion for your skin color. None of those things happen. You promote yourself by being disciplined. If you can be disciplined, everybody, right? If you can be disciplined, it's very important. Like my book, for example, I wrote a book about the stock market is spiritual. And in my book, I just kind of lay out different things and lay out my journey. And my journey was very spiritual, right? And it showed me a lot. It showed me who I was. It made me look at myself in the mirror like, man, I don't like that person I'm looking at right now in the mirror. So my book is it definitely helped me a lot with being disciplined, and it was definitely spiritual to me. So your journey could may be different than my journey. Your journey, your journey may be you may start off and you may just be a successful trader from the jump, right? And I pray that you are, right? Or yours may start where you may struggle some, and then you gotta find your ropes. I done seen both scenarios. I seen some people, they just start off and voila, they hit and they just got it and they go crazy. And then next thing you know, I see some people that just they don't get their start off immediately. They have to go through that process, and when they go through that process, there you go. The main thing is just going through the process. Going through the process. All right. All right, everybody. Well, listen, I hope, yep, absolutely, Mr. Penny. A greed would definitely cost you some accounts. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, everybody, listen, well, you all have a good night or a good morning. All right, it's 1 a.m. my time on Eastern Standard Time. But listen, you all have a good one. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I didn't expect to go this long, but I definitely enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something, everyone. All right. So you all have a good one, and I will see you all soon. All right. Y'all have a good one. All praise to the Most High. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.